The storm people. Perhaps, because each one of us is born with an island of a heart which safely anchors us to the bedrock of every dream and every hope, we have become seasonal heroes, rather than constant victims to the spiked lashing of every tempest that comes our way. At best, we have endured as a people of the storm, the necessary civilian host to an unpredictable stranger that comes to our home a refugee we cannot keep at bay anymore, and leaves our house a fugitive we can no longer hunt down to do more than its fair share of community time and service. Perhaps, because each one of us is born with a centrifuge at the back of our minds which will exact from us every element of the risk we take by separation, evacuation, relocation, and even by the declaration of a federal state of emergency. We shall endure as a people of the storm, by hoarding the very work of uncharted charity that well-faring people affords to us, by shoring up from the ever-divisive yet ever-uniting sea the very upsurge of our own great daring and perseverance, to take any chance which is as remote as it will come and which is, sarcastically, to our local and foreign tourists, as a last resort for simply getting them here is already an adventure in itself, to brave the voyage to the northernmost tip of our senses and to the most battered backside of our flesh and bones, to take on the draconic boat rides on the Pacific and pacify the dragons within us, to explore the islands of our weathered minds, to travel as a backpacker to where beds and plumbing are never part of the package, where we slumber in tents, cleanse ourselves in rivers, and make veritable kinship with catholes as well as freshly smoothed out leaves. To go and clean as you go where the itinerary is never fixed and its own map transforming right before us, and getting stranded is as possible as an honesty coffee shop, yes, indeed, by shoring up from the ever-divisive yet ever-uniting sea the very upsurge of our own great daring and perseverance to stay as calm as that of our approaching nemesis, and to finally defy the changing habits of nature themselves. To never let the people storm the pride of lockdown warehouses and stockrooms of hand-me-downs and expired efforts, where all voices strain and sink themselves into the catch basin of utter waiting without relief, and the only piece of land we can build on is not a lot, but a loss. To never let the storm populate us with the idea that where all roads end in a drowning flood of unrescued homes, the only shelter left is the horizon. We must endure as a people of the storm, perhaps, because each one of us is born with a body for refuge, yet what we really need is a sanctuary for the spirit of all our lingering and long perished hopes and dreams. For, at the edge of our heart's island, we must not only survive, we must also overcome.